welcome again. This is level 4 class, different stroke society. My name is Taher. I'm a physiotherapist from Physiofunction, and this is a new environment because this is our clinic. So I'm based in the clinic today. Really excited about this class today, and I hope you all been enjoying these classes. It's been 4 weeks now, and I hope that 4 weeks have, it's been really quite quick. So yes, today's class, we will have a different kind of a program, okay? So we're gonna have 1 minute and 2 minute exercises. I will let you know when we reach there. So let's start with a little bit of warm up. I hope you all are staying safe as well as staying healthy. So let's just start with some neck exercises. So we're just going to do some neck movements from side to side. I think sometimes we need to do those stretches for the neck muscles as well. Great. Make sure if you are joining today in the class, make sure you do put some comments so we know who's been viewing this and give us your feedback about it, okay? Great. Now look forward and we're going to bring the head down and look up to the ceiling. Great. Look down and look up to the ceiling. Fantastic. And down again. Couple more. Great. So I'm just going to start the timer. Oops. And down again. Brilliant. Now we're going to do some rotations. Good. So we're going to do 5 minutes of this warm up. Good. Brilliant. You've been really giving us feedback on how the exercises have been going on. So really, and it helps us to formulate the plan. So thank you very much for whoever has given us feedback. Now let's join your hands and lift your hands up over your head, and then bring it down. Fantastic. Up and bring it down. Up and bring it down. Brilliant. So all these videos are posted on the page, which I know most of you are aware about, but someone who doesn't know that still, so you can do them later as well. Okay? Brilliant. Now you're going to bring your hands in front of your chest, and we're just going to do some twisting. So twist to one side, bring it back. Twist to the other side, bring it back. And again. Brilliant. And twist again. Fantastic. And keep twisting. Good. Keep doing that. Sorry, my battery is showing low on my laptop. I'm just going to put the charger on. Apologies. Okay. And now we're going to do some bending down and lifting your hand up. Bending down, lifting your hand up. Brilliant. Bending down, lifting the hand up. And one more. Bending down and lifting the hand up. Okay, now let go of the hand, and we're just going to lift the knee up as high as you can. And this is a level 4 exercise class, guys. In order to participate properly in this class, you need to be able to walk with a quad stick or a stick independently in your house as well as outside on any even surfaces. So if you are able to do that, then this is the right class for you. You can, if you need support to do steps or stairs, then you can, this class is fine for you because it's not going to be too advanced like level 5, okay? So please do make sure that you are in the right class, because sometimes it can be a little bit disappointing for some people if they can't do some exercises. Obviously, I will try and tell you where you can hold on to the support or anything like that. Okay? Brilliant. Now, we're going to hold your hands again, and this time you're going to lift your leg up and lift your arm up as well. Okay? Good. Brilliant. Great. Keep going. We're going to do that a few more times. Good. And one more. Okay. Now, lift your leg up, and what we're going to do is we're going to move on to the same side, okay? So you lift your leg up and twist on the same side. Lift your leg up, twist on the same side. Obviously, this is a little bit challenging, so if you want, you can be close to a chair or a furniture or a wall, anything you can find, okay, when you do this exercise. Good. Brilliant. now we're going to do some stepping forward and lifting your hand up. And then stepping back, lifting the hand up. So step forward, hand up, and then step back in the middle. Step backwards, hand up, step in the middle. We're going to swap leg now, up and down, back and forward. Leg forward, hands up, leg back and down. Good. We're going to swap leg again and down, back and forward, okay? One more on the other side. Good and good. Make sure it is not as hot as last week, but do make sure you've got a bottle of water or something nearby you when you do the exercises, just in case if you need to have a sip of water, okay? Great. So now we're going to do some stepping sideways. You still join your hands because we're going to use that in a second, and back. Stepping sideways and sideways. Okay. Now, make sure if you are taking a side step, you twist to the opposite side. So right leg, left side twist. Left leg, right side twist. Okay? Keep going. Brilliant. And again. Good. Couple more before we start to the final exercise. Okay. Great. Okay. Just shake those arms a little bit if you can. You know, just do a little bit of march. Brilliant. So the first exercise is for 1 minute today, and we're going to be doing the touch the floor and twist. Touch the floor and twist. Do not worry if you can't touch the floor, okay? So if you've got good arm movements, you can hold a ball or something, or if you don't have good arm movement, you just hold your own hand, okay? So I'm going to hold a hand just in case if someone wants to hold it, okay? So what I would say is I would go up and down. So grab an apple, touch down, swap, grab an apple, throw it on the floor, grab an apple, throw it on the floor. Brilliant. Up and down, okay? Up and down. I'm going to now take the ball off, and I'm going to do for people who can't hold the ball. Great. Keep going. Up and touch the floor. Up and touch the floor. So sometimes, for memory reasons, some people would struggle to understand or anything like that. So this is a good way to remember, is pluck the apple, throw it on the floor. Pluck the apple, throw it on the floor, but opposite side, okay? Great. Brilliant. We're going to do a few more and keep going, guys. Make sure you keep going. Lovely. Okay, we're going to stop there. The next exercise is we're going to do a bit of a deadlift, okay? So what you do is, I've got some dumbbells in my hand. You can either use both dumbbells, or you can, with your affected arm, hold the dumbbell, and with your good arm, you put some pressure, okay? And I'm going to do it sideways so you can see my posture, because posture is very important. And my feet are joined, and I'm just going to try and lean down as much as I can, popping my bottom back, okay? So let's go. Bottom going backwards, I'm just leaning down and up, okay? So it's not curling your back that way, it is arching your back, popping your bottom back, and just leaning as low as you can. It's a good stretch again for your hamstrings, but also good exercise for your back muscles. And when you come up, squeeze those bottom muscles. Great. Down and come up. Now some people might struggle with the balance because your feet are together. So what you do is you hold onto a chair, or I'm going to show it this way now. So you hold onto a furniture or a chair, and then you can just do that with one hand. The important thing is your posture is very important. Okay, so if you have to hold something, you can, and then come up. If this is your affected arm, you can just leave it there and just think about bending down and then come up. Okay, brilliant. So the next exercise we're going to do is a modified burpee. Okay, so how you do it is you stand facing a furniture, you lift your arm up, and then you hold something, you bring your feet back, we're going to do a press up, bring your feet forward, and up, okay? Hold there, feet back, press up, and up. So let's go. down, step back, press up, forward, forward, lift your hands up, down, back, down, up, and forward, okay? If your both hands are good, you can keep your hands there a little bit wide, step back, do a press up with hands a little bit wide, forward, forward, and you can lift your hands up like that, okay? So back, forward, and forward, forward, lift your hands up, down, step back, press up, forward, forward, and up. This is a nice way of doing this modified, more of a dynamic activity, okay? And hands up, good. Back again, forward, and lift your hands up, great. One more if we can, brilliant. Fantastic, okay. So this is the end of the circuit. If you want to have a grab a drink, you can. We've got 4 more seconds before we move on to the next. So I'm just going to grab a stick, which I dropped earlier. Okay, so the next exercise is for 2 minutes. And what we're going to do is, we're going to do lunges, okay? But in multi-direction. So you, again, hold your hands if you want to. And you take a step forward, lunge down. Take a side step, lunge, and then take a back step, lunge down, okay? We're going to do the same activity with this leg now. Forward, lunge, sideways, lunge, and backwards, lunge, okay? So we're going to start. So, ready, and go. Forward, lunge with the left leg. Sideways, and I'm just going to bend, and then backwards, lunge down, okay? With this leg, lunge, sideways, lunge, and backwards, lunge, okay? With the left leg again, forward, lunge. So have a think about left side when I go out, my only the leg which is going out is bending. And back again, and then step backwards and bend. Now some of you might struggle with doing a lunge, okay? So I'll do this with this leg, and I'll show you what to do to avoid those, trick movements, okay? So sometimes you might have your feet in different directions. So when you step forward, make sure your feet are pointing straight. One important thing, okay? Make sure your knees not going outside. And then step. If you want to hold something, you can to begin with, and later you can take it off. Then sideways, again, think about your feet straight, and just bend your other leg. And backwards. Brilliant. We're going to do the same thing with the other leg. Forward, great, side, and then backwards. Lovely. Same thing again with the right leg. If you want, you can lift your hands up if you think your lunges are good and you want to make it a little bit more dynamic. Great. We've got 30 seconds left. Forward, good. Sideways, good. And backwards, okay? If you can't lift your hands up, please remember to hold something. Good. Forward, sideways, and then backwards, okay? Please remember your foot positioning when you do this exercise. And forward again, sideways, and go backwards. Fantastic. Okay, we've got 10-second break again, because you've done this for 2 minutes. Have a drink again if you want, or just do some breathing exercises, okay? Perfect. So the next exercise is for 1 minute. So we grab a stick for this one. If you've got good grip in your affected arm, you can hold it, or you can hold the stick in the middle and use your good arm to grip it. And then we're just going to bring it back and forward. You can either do this way or this, and back again and forward. Brilliant. If you have got enough range, again you can use your dumbbells, so you can go forward and bring it back. Forwards, bring it back. Forwards, bring back. So it's entirely up to you and depends on what range and what strength you have got. Either you can do that way, or you can have the dumbbells in front of you if you don't have that range, and then forwards and back. Or keep some distance between the dumbbells, forward and back. Either way, you can alter it for your needs, okay? I'm going to show again with the stick before we run out of time. So you hold it there, back, forward, or you hold the stick this way, back and forward, back and forward. Okay? Couple more. Lovely. Time's up. So the next exercise we're going to do is again for a minute, which is a quick fit. Simple one, but more of a cardio exercise. So if you do once, you're getting tired by this, by now, you can hold onto a chair and just do some marching on the spots, okay? Now it might be difficult lifting your affected arm up, affected leg up, you know, as much as I'm lifting up. So you just do as much as you can. Great. So let's start. So you hold on to something. So I'm holding this plinth in front of me, okay? And I'm just doing some marching on the spots. Perfect. And it is not really marching because you're not lifting your knee high. We're just going to do quick feet. So we're just working on lifting and picking the leg up as quickly as possible. Okay? Great. Brilliant. This is a good cardio workout. It'll burn those calories. Also get your heartbeat pumping a little bit fast more. But be careful when you do this, okay? If you've got cardiac problems or anything like that, do it at your own pace. Brilliant. Keep going. We've got another 15 seconds left. Brilliant. After this, we've got next exercise is for 2 minutes. Great. So we'll have a 10-second break just to rest or do some breathing exercise if you want to do. Great. So again, do some breathing exercise so you can take a deep breath in. Breathe out through your mouth. Breathe in. Breathe out through your mouth. Important to keep yourself, to get that oxygen to your muscles, okay? So the next exercise we're going to do is simple one, sit to stand. So I've got stool behind me, but you can have a chair with or without armrest, okay? And you hold your hands, sit down, and then stand up, okay? So there are different ways you do it. Obviously, we're going to do it for 2 minutes, so you can do it in different ways, depending on your ability and depending on how much challenging you want to make, okay? So I'm doing this simple one. So if you struggle with your sit to stand, you can always hold onto the arms of the chair. So I'm pushing up and standing up, okay? I'm pushing up and standing up. If you do not have to hold on the arms of the chair to stand up, you can just keep your arms in front and then stand up. Brilliant, okay? If you want to work on your balance, what you can do is you can hold here, lift your arms up, and when you do that, really work on your posture and then bring the arms down and gently sit down. This way you will be challenging your balance a little bit, okay? Brilliant. So let's do that a few times. And now, if you feel like your balance is quite good, you can bring your feet together and then think about standing up like that. Lift your arms up and down. So now you're challenging your balance more because your feet are together, okay? But be careful and be safe when you do this. Only do it if you've got someone around you or, you know, if you've not done this before, then. But if you feel you're confident to do this exercise, then that's great. Brilliant. So again, if you can't do, you can always push on the arms of the chair and do this, or keep your feet a little bit wide. Now again, it is important to keep your feet pointing forward. Great. So just keep eye on that. And also sometimes, from my experience, I've seen sometimes people with the affected leg, they don't really use that much to put weight on it. So just be a little bit careful on that. So some people, sometimes they might just do that, depending on how much tightness and how much spasticity you've got in your leg. So to do this, I'm just going to pause it so I can tell you this. Okay, to do this, you have to, what you can do is, you can keep your arm on the opposite side, take your body weight on your affected leg so that you force your body weight on the affected leg to put some weight on. Because putting that weight on the affected leg is quite important, okay? Fantastic. Have a drink. Grab some water if you want to. Next exercise is for a minute, and that one is for elbow muscles. Now these bicep muscles are important to strengthen as well. So for people who don't have enough grip in your hand, who can't hold a dumbbell, what you can do is you can just hold one, and then with the other hand you hold it, secure your grip, and what you can do is you can bend your elbow, twist it, up and then down, okay? So bend your elbow, twist, and then down. So come to probably I would say 90 degrees, twist, and then bring it down. If you have got good grip in both the hands, you can bend your elbow, twist, and then down. So up, my palm is facing up, bending it down, bending it forward again, and down, okay? Up, down, down, down. So depending on your strength and your range, you can alter the weight depending on what weight you're using. If you're using can of beans or a bag of sugar, depends on you, okay? So you can use 2 of those. Great. Okay, so I'm going to do again with 1. So if you've got 1, again you can go a little bit heavy if you want to, and then twist, and down. So also remember guys, my elbows are tucked into my chest, okay? So I'm clearly just working my elbow muscles and not my shoulder. Great. So we're going to stop. Again, 10-second break. The next one we're going to do is for 2 exercises for 2 minutes each, okay? So we're going to come downwards. So the next exercise is, you need a stick for this one. So you put the stick on the floor, okay? Now, I'm starting on one side of the stick. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a big step in the middle of the stick and forward. And then I'm going to take a back step and forward. If you are using a stick, you can use your stick to do this exercise, okay? So stick forward, okay? Stick close, back, stick next to you. So stick forward, back, stick a little bit to the side, and sideways. Again, keep the stick there, forward, and back, okay? If you are not using the stick, you can join your hands and do this, okay? Brilliant. And you can work on the speed as well if you want to. Now some of you might be having good range in the arm and would want to do a little bit more dynamic work. So you lift your arm up, step forward, step back, arms down, step forward and step back. Be careful when you are stepping and doing this, because sometimes if some of your balance is not good, you might not be able to recognize the stick, because sometimes some of you might have some cognitive problems. That means judging, planning, depth. So all these can affect this movement. So be very careful. Look down if you want to. Look where the stick goes. And if you want to do a progression of this exercise, you can at the moment look down. But later in the week, if you are practicing, then you can think about looking up. So 2 ways again you can do is, look down quickly, forward, look up. Look down just to watch where the stick is, and then as soon as you know, look back forward. Look down, quickly look up, okay? Later you can just keep looking up. So it's a good way of progressing yourself and making sure that you are noting your progress as well, okay? Great. Perfect. So step forward, step back. So doing this really works on those hip muscles. So make sure your posture is right. We've got 10 seconds, and after this we're going to do another exercise for 2 minutes. Okay, forward and back, forward and back. Brilliant. So the next exercise we're going to do is a squat with a kick. So basically you squat down and then you stand up and kick. You squat down, stand up and kick. If you want, you can hold on to something, squat and then kick. Squat and then kick. You don't have to lift your knee as high as I did, just do as much as you can. Good. Even if you do that, that's still okay. We're just trying to take our body weight from one leg to the other leg. Okay? Good. And again. When I came in, it was a bit cold. Not a day which, not a last week's day. So I was wearing my trousers. And I think it would be good if I was wearing shorts again, because I'm really hot now. I don't know how you guys are feeling. I'm definitely hot and definitely need some water after this workout. Good. So make sure you keep yourself hydrated, guys. Very important, especially when you're doing exercises and in this weather, although it's a bit cold, but still. Okay, brilliant. So squats and out. If you want to make it a bit dynamic, you can squat and come up. It's entirely up to you and your balance. Do not try if your balance is not great. Okay, good, brilliant. Good. Fantastic. And when you do this, really, some of you might have, when you go from squat to standing up, you might get that knee locking. And make sure that locking doesn't happen. So when you come up from squat, make sure you come up to a place where your knee is feeling a bit, not too soft, but not hyperextended as well. Okay? Great. Brilliant. Good. We've got 10 seconds left before we start our cool down. Brilliant. So for the cool down, we'll be doing some exercising in standing and some stretches in sitting. So let's start with sitting. Okay? So you're all sitting in a chair and make sure it's nice and level, your feet are level on the floor. Hold your hands and we're going to lift your hands up over your head. Brilliant. Good, hold it there, few seconds. Good. And gently bring it down. Okay, now keep it in the middle, rotate as much as you can. Be careful if you've got subluxed shoulder or painful shoulder, okay? Do as much as the pain allows. Good. And now we're going to bring your hand to one side. Make sure you look where you look at your hand so that you're doing a little bit of twist in your back, and then we come to the other side. Great. Brilliant. Hold that. And now we're going to come back into the middle. Okay? Alright. Now hold your hands and we're going to try and touch the floor. You don't have to touch the floor, but go as low as you can. Hold it there. Once you feel you've reached the limits, just hold it there. Give a nice stretch to your back muscles. Good. And now I'm going to lift my hands up as much as you can. Some of you might be able to lift that much. That is okay. Some of you might be able to go as high as you can. Good. And bring it down. Fantastic. Now keep it at your arm level, and we're just going to do some gentle ROM movements. So bringing your hand to your one shoulder and to the other shoulder. Some really good shoulder work here. Good. Perfect. Okay. One more. And that. Okay. Now you hold your knee, and we're going to lift the knee up into your chest. Make sure if you're I'm sitting on a stool, but if your balance is not great, make sure you do sit on a chair with back support. And to bend this knee, you can hold it with your good arm, or you can hold the trousers with your good arm if it's your affected leg and heavier leg. Okay, that's it. Hold it there for a few seconds, or you can hold it that way. Entirely up to you, and bring it down. We do the same on the other leg. Bring it in. So again, be careful if it's your affected arm. You can hook it with your good arm. Good. Hold it there. Nice stretch for your bottom muscles. Good. And gently bring it down. Okay, we're going to take a step out. Brilliant. And just bring the leg out. Good. Stretching. You'll feel the stretch in your groin muscles, and gently bring it back. Okay, we're going to do the same with the other leg. Good. stretch it out. Good. And bring it back. Okay. Now, you're going to stand up, and if this is your chair, the back of the chair is here, and the chair is facing forward. So I'm going to hold the back of the chair, or if it's stool, I'm just going to hold a stick, and I'm going to now try and lift my leg up. Okay, obviously this is a high stool, so, but you can go a little bit lower. You can even use your settee or something, and good. So now you're going to slide forwards onto that leg. Be careful if you've got hip replacements or anything like that. Don't do this one. Good. And come back. Forward again once more. And come back. Okay, now we're going to do the same with the other leg. Now if this is your affected leg, you can always use your good hand to lift it up. You can use your trousers, or you can hook it up like that. And then we're going to lean a little bit forward. Again, this is a nice stretch. Make sure this leg is straight. Make sure the foot is pointing straight as well. Both the feet. And you hold on to something and lean forward. If you want, if this is your affected arm, you don't have the back of the chair here, you can go on the opposite side. So that
activity completed.
Fantastic. Okay, and bring it back. Okay, just everyone, well done for today's class. You all did well. If you want to do it again, this will be saved on the page, so you can do it later as well. Thank you for watching, and make sure you do come back next week. Next week is your 5th week. And we're going to do, I've planned like a very fun activity session. So you know, make sure you do drop in and do give us your feedback on how you're feeling after the class and how are the exercises going on, okay? Brilliant. Thank you all. Stay safe.